Right, lads, this is a social experiment. I am doing a live commentary for Gennady Golovkin versus Kamil Szermerta. I have to confess, I am about fucking 8 bottles deep and I'm high as fuck. But we're going to attempt to do a live commentary for Gennady Golovkin versus Kamil Szermerta. Right now, we're kind of in the undercard. We're the co-main event. There's some female fight. I'm not really going to pay much attention to the female fight. It is what it is. But yeah, Golovkin versus Szermerta. We'll do a live commentary. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I am kind of wavy as fuck right now. Yeah, I've had a few drinks. I'm a little bit high. So forgive me if I make a few mistakes here and there. But yeah, we'll have a good time. We'll have a laugh. And we'll do our thing, man. Big up to Dominic Chechery in the chat every single time. Brandon Blanco. Big up to you, sir. Yeah, female boxing is dead. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Listen, man, if you're one of those people who enjoy it, fair enough. I just can't get into it. It just kills my mood for a fight, for a card. You know, that's one thing I'll give the PBC credit for. The PBC, to their credit, you know, we criticize the PBC, but they never really put too many female fights on their cards, which I quite appreciate, to be honest. It's just not for me, you know, it's not for me. But, you know, I'm not criticizing anybody who likes it, just not for me. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Kudzi, so if you're from the UK, the main event was actually scheduled for 1 a.m. So I would say the main event, maybe 25 minutes time, half an hour's time, something like that, ring walks. That's what I would estimate it. 25 minutes to half an hour. That's what I would estimate right now. But we're co-main event right now. Female fight, round 8, I believe. So, yeah, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. But yeah, man, the game's gone. It has gone, Dominic. It has gone. It has. I feel like a lot of people kind of they big up female boxing because they think it's appropriate. You know, more so than they actually enjoy it, if that makes sense. I think a lot of people say they enjoy it just really to keep up appearances, to be honest. I've never really enjoyed it. I've been consistent on that. Just not for me. It's not for me. But hang on 1 second. Let me do something rather... Yeah. Is the TV that loud in the background, by the way? I've got a little bit of sound in the background from the TV, but... And by the way, DAZN UK. So DAZN has launched in the UK. And I have to say, pretty smooth, easy to use, pretty slick. I quite like it so far. I quite like it. The only problem I have with DAZN, and even before the UK launch, the only problem I've had with DAZN is the commentary. Some of the commentary teams are pretty poor, I have to say. Pretty poor. Big up to Jim McDonald Boxing. Big up to Jim McDonald every single time. R94, so do you have any issues with female MMA? R94, to be honest with you, bro, no, I don't. To me, female MMA is far more enjoyable. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it is at all. But to me, the athletes in female MMA, they just seem of a higher level for some reason. The fights are more entertaining. I'm not sure what it is, but I do enjoy some female MMA fights, like Rose Namajunas, whatever her name is. I think she's a real good fighter. Joanna Jędrzejczyk, real good fighter. Female MMA, UFC, whatever you want to call it, I don't mind. But boxing, to me, is just like 99% of fights go to the points decision. It's just not for me, personally. It's not for me. But yeah, no disrespect to anybody who likes it, but I just can't get into it. I really can't. Yeah, Jim McDonald, that's YouTube for you, bro. That's YouTube, man. That's YouTube. No, there's no notifications for real motherfuckers like me. BG London, what's happening? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like I said, man, at the start of his stream. I'm about fucking 8 bottles deep. I'm a little bit high, but we'll do our best to do a live commentary of Golovkin versus Szermerta, which is the next fight. I think there's like 1 or 2 more rounds of this co-main event, and after that, the main event starts. So, yeah, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, Copendo 9. Yeah, Nick Halling, a commentator on DAZN. He was on Sky Sports back in the day, and I always felt he was awful, truly terrible commentator. But yeah, he's found his space on DAZN. That's the only thing I've really got a problem with on DAZN is the commentary, to be honest. Apart from that, I like it. It's slick. It's easy to use. I've not had any glitches at all. The picture quality is good. The presentation is good. I've got no problem at all from my first impressions. But just the commentary is pretty poor. Chris Mannix, by the way, is terrible as well. Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora, Nick Halling, they're all terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. Adam UK, Del, how did you rate John Ryder's performance? Quite frankly, Adam, I was a little disappointed given how he performed against Callum Smith. He clearly won the fight, but it was workmanlike. He never really made a statement. I was expecting a lot more personally, given how he performed against Callum, but he got the win, he got the job done, on to the next one and all that, but I was expecting a lot more from John Ryder, I have to say. But yeah, he got the win. It was what it was. Mike Guy is pretty durable, but just expected a bit more, to be honest. Big up to Dominic Chetchery for the super chat. Thank you very much, bro. Much appreciated. By the way, lads, I do apologise if I'm not as coherent as usual. Maybe I'm more coherent, but I'm a bit boozed up. I'm a little bit high, like I said. But we'll have some fun. Danilo, Del, do you think they're gonna be any upsets today or tomorrow? To be honest, Danilo, I can't really see it. I can't really see it. Although having said that, if you guys haven't seen it, watch Ali Akhmedov versus Carlos Gongora. Really, really good fight. Ali Akhmedov was the big prospect going into that fight. They was both prospects, but both unbeaten. But Ali Akhmedov was the touted prospect. He was the Golovkin protege, and he got knocked out against Carlos Gongora. That was a really, really good fight. If you've not seen it, check it out on DAZN or YouTube, wherever you may find it. Really, really good fight. Thoroughly enjoyed that, but I can't see Callum Smith doing anything tomorrow. And on the Canelo undercard, there's nothing really there to pick any upsets, to be honest. By the way, lads, smash the like and all that stuff. It always helps us out. Yeah, we're doing this a little bit later than usual. Usually I would stream like maybe fucking 8 o'clock or something like that. But yeah, I'm fucking wired. So I do apologise for any incoherence and all that nonsense. Yo, big up to Big Dan as well, by the way, every single time. Big Dan, nice of you to join. By the way, mate, when I eventually get to having like live streams where I invite people on, you're more than welcome, bro. But that's in the future. But I do plan on doing that in the near future. Yeah, thank you, R94. Keep up the good work, bro. It's good to see the channel's growth, and that comes from your consistency. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I've tried to upload a lot more recently. Well, mainly the last 2 days, I've been uploading a little bit more regularly. But I know what you mean. Sometimes it gets a little bit jading. Whereas in like how do I explain it? But it feels like with this whole boxing shit online and YouTube, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, it feels like you've got to take a certain side, you've got to play a certain angle. But listen, I love a fight. So I just want to see good fights, and I call it how I see it. Whether you disagree or agree is irrelevant, you know. But all I ask for is people to take my opinion as what it is, not that it's coming out of a place in which is out of hatred for another fighter or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? I've had a few of those accusations recently, and I don't appreciate it. But yeah, it is what it is, bro. You know, I love boxing. I want to see good fights, and I have my opinions, whether they're right or wrong, and that's what it is, bro. But yeah, I need to be more consistent with this. I really do, but no worries, Big Dan, bro. No worries. Big up to James Thornton as well. Big up to James. Yeah, yo, BG London. I forgot as well, bro. For some reason, I forgot as well. No, not that I forgot, but for some reason I thought I don't know. It just feels weird. There's like no buzz whatsoever in regards to this fight. There's no buzz whatsoever. Big up to Andre. What's going on, mate? Can I hear your prediction for Canelo versus Smith? I think it will be competitive, but Canelo by UD. Yeah. So my prediction is Canelo by UD. I believe Callum Smith is going to do his best Joshua Clottey impression. He's going to shell up, not really give much back. You know, he's going to take some body shots, take some head shots, and I think he's just going to get outworked. I don't really believe he's going to do much in their 4-week training camp, 5-week training camp. I just don't really see Callum Smith upsetting the apple cart, to be honest. I don't see it. I don't think Callum Smith's the guy to do it. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's competitive. Hopefully it's a fun fight. But for some reason, I just don't trust Callum Smith, to be honest. I really don't. He's a hot and cold fighter. I think his hunger's been diminished since the World Boxing Super Series. You know, he fought Hassan N'Dam where he knocked him out, but Hassan N'Dam's a middleweight, a shot middleweight. He knocked him out, but John Ryder, he got a gift decision. Callum Smith's really not impressed me recently, to be honest. I mean, the only semi-impressive performance was George Groves, who was basically depleted, let's be honest. So, yeah, Callum Smith, man, is just... I don't trust him for some reason. I really don't. I think Canelo's going to win a wide UD. But, you know, he's a big guy. He can punch a bit. Who knows? Who knows? Yes, big up to Jim, man. I usually let your videos build up to 5 or 6 at a time and then listen to them all. Always top quality, fella. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Big up to Jim every single time, by the way. He's always here, man. So big up to Jim. Copendo 9. Good thing about the zone is that you can watch the whole card on demand, so no need to watch it live. Yeah, that's a good point, Copend. I hate looking for a card or a fight the next day. You look on YouTube, you look on Daily Motion, whatever it may be. You look for a fight, yeah, and you get the results spoiled. I hate that. So yeah, that's one good thing about the zone. I do agree. I don't want all that fucking. I don't want fight results getting spoiled, you know. And sometimes I do that in my post-fight review videos occasionally, but I try not to. I do try not to. Do you know what I mean? Like with the Ali Akhmedov post-fight review today, you know, I try not to give it away in the title. Exactly, bro. Jim McDonald boxing. Yes, exactly. The typical shell up of a Joe Gallagher world title challenger. Exactly, bro. There's history for it, you know. No, Copendo 9. He's certainly not been dropped as a pro. I know that much. As an amateur, I'm not sure, but as a pro, no. I've seen as much as you can see from Callum. He's definitely not been dropped. Definitely not. He's a sturdy guy. He's a sturdy guy, but I just think Canelo's going to tame him, to be honest. Justin's got Canelo. Sorry, Justin's got Callum by the look of it. I think Justin's got Callum. Listen, bro, I can't see you. I can't see it. No, listen, bro. I'm not showing the fight right here. I'm just doing a little live commentary. That's all. That's all. But if you want to see the fight, go on Google, type in www.crackstreams.com, and you can see the fight. Crack Streams. If you want to see fights and you don't have like the app or the pay-per-view, whatever it may be, go on Google, type in Crack Streams, and you can watch the fight there, bro. But yeah, this is just a live commentary. But if you want to subscribe, smash the subscribe button, bro. Andre, now I like this fight, bro. I like this fight. Avanesian is about to end the Kelly hype train. Laugh out loud. It's a really good fight. That's the acid test for Josh Kelly. You know, Avanesian, he's beat Lejaraga twice, knocked him out twice. He went the distance with Lamont Peterson. Avanesian, listen, he's not the best in the world or anything like that, but he's a proven guy at a certain level. He's tough. He's durable. He hits pretty hard. He brings good pressure. Listen, if Josh Kelly is not about that, he's going to lose this fight. It's a good fight. It's a crossroads fight. You know, this is... What I can say is this. In this fight, we're going to find out about Josh Kelly. We're going to find out what he's about. So I like this fight. It's been a long time coming. Should have happened already. But I'm looking forward to this one. I really am. It's a good fight. It's a real good fight. But yeah, I'm not sure in regards to that fight yet. I've not got my official prediction yet. Justin, the biggest Callum fan in the world, baby. Yes, sir. Listen, bro, if your guy wins, man, fair play to you, bro. All I want is a good fight. That's all I want. I want a good fight. Yeah, big up to Justin every single time. Justin from the Tea Leaf Company, fuck's sake. Listen, BG London. Listen, Lomachenko's excuses. You can kind of buy like the shoulder surgery, right? That shit happens, but the whole bribery of judges. Listen, man, I lost a lot of respect for Lomachenko when he said that. Honestly, I lost a lot of respect. You know, I mean, I was disappointed, to be honest, BG London. Extremely, extremely disappointed. I expect a lot better from Lomachenko. He never really made the excuses for the Salido fight, so I wasn't really expecting this. But yeah, it took me by a bit of a shock. But, you know, I think Lomachenko, he's one of those guys who believes he should win just because he's Lomachenko. You know, his ego right now is probably out of control. But he lost that fight, you know. Yeah, the scorecards were too wide, I'll say that. They were too wide. But he lost that fight, man. He lost. You know, Teofimo fought a good fight. He boxed to a game plan. Didn't finish. He didn't finish the fight well, but he boxed a good fight overall. He won the fight. But, yeah, Lomachenko disappointed me. That's all I can say. Very, very disappointing. I'll try and make a video on it. But, you know, this weekend's kind of busy, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll try and make a video on it. Just disappointed is the overwhelming feeling from me personally. Very, very much disappointed in Lomachenko, you know. But there we go. It is what it is. You know, these guys have like tremendous egos. They can't accept defeat when it meets them. I mean, it wasn't a robbery, yeah, but like I said, the scorecards were too wide, but the fight itself, the right man won, as far as I'm concerned. The right man won. How can you expect to do nothing for 5-6 rounds and win the fight? I mean, what's this guy playing at? I mean, come on, Lomachenko, you're better than that. Come on, man. It's embarrassing, quite frankly. It's embarrassing. That's how I see it. But there we go. There we go. Mr. E, big up to Mr. E, by the way. Chris Algieri apologizes to the Elephant Man's family during his commentary of that women's fight just now. Yeah, Callum's got a pretty good chin, bro. He's got a pretty good chin. He's a big lump. Yes, big up to Del Boy and Craig Richards. Yo, by the way, I have to confess, I never talked about this fight on the channel. But listen, man, I'm not one of these people who make up that I predicted certain fights. I felt Shakan Pitters was going to win that fight against Craig Richards. But, Craig Richards, he blasted him out, knocked him out fucking brutally. Fair play to Craig Richards, man. Fair play to him. Can't lie. Fair play to him. I wasn't expecting it, bro. Yo, Big Dan. I agree, bro. Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. I love that fight, bro. £1.99 per month right now, as it stands. That's a steal. Then you've got Patrick Teixeira versus Brian Castano. Really, really good fight. And then you've got Diaz versus Rakhimov. That's an underrated fight. Diaz versus Rakhimov in February. Watch that fight. Rakhimov is a big puncher. Diaz, real active boxer. It's a real good fight, man. That's a real good card. The Zone have got some good stuff coming up. I can't lie. They got some good stuff. They got some real good stuff. Justin, he says, Callum Smith KO's Plant, Pumavides, fuck's sake, and Pednillo. He thinks Callum Smith knocks out everybody. I disagree personally. For me, 168 right now, there's no number one guy in that division. Benavidez, he keeps on losing his belt. Caleb Plant, since he's won the belt, he's beaten absolutely nobody. Canelo is basically new in the weight class. Callum's beaten a shot George Groves. Nobody has claimed that number one spot right now, so I can't say that. But it's open for grabs. Yo, crazy D3. I've been saying about Caleb Plant for a long, long time. I don't trust this dude. There's something about this dude's energy that I don't trust. Caleb Truax as his next fight is an embarrassment. Caleb Truax. How old's Caleb right now? 35, 36? It's a poor fight. Let's be honest. It's a real poor fight. A lot of people are hyping up Caleb Plant, but listen, I'll tell you right now, David Benavidez will beat Caleb Plant. He will knock him out late. He'll knock him out. He'll make him quit, whatever it may be. David Benavidez beats Caleb Plant every single day of the week and twice on Sundays. Trust me. He beats him. Man. Yes. Yo, Justin's a G, man. Justin has been supporting for a long time. As it stands right now, by the way. See, I'm talking to you guys, man, but as it stands right now, Kamil Szermerta is walking into the ring. Shall we turn the telly up a little bit? Probably get a copyright strike, but oh well, whatever. It is what it is. Hayaturo Kayaguchi knocks out Ann Wolf in one round. Intangible. You know that. I know that. Let's not play games here, bro. Let's not play games. Yeah, indeed, BG London. Lomachenko is joining the Sore Loser Club. Indeed. MMA champ MXBC. Callum is going to knock all of the pigmentation out of Canelo. Listen, bro, I doubt it. I very much doubt it. I've got Canelo on points. Big up to Jay Bilo, by the way. What's up, lads? Hello to Del. 10 minutes in the future when he catches up with the chat. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Andre had Plant had to finish his cycle. Probs why the Vanilla fight didn't happen. Yeah, listen, bro. I just don't trust Caleb Plant. I don't rate this guy that highly. I think he's beatable. He looks fragile. His skin marks up. Everything about this guy I don't trust. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't trust this guy at all. I think he's going to get beat the first time he fights like a genuine kind of adverse, like a genuine 50-50-ish fight. I think he'll lose. Maybe I'm wrong. Hashman Boxing, big up to Hashman, by the way. What round is Golovkin knocking this guy out? My pick is round 4 to 5, I would say. Rounds 4 or 5. That's what I would say. Oh, by the way, big up to Jazz, by the way. For some reason, this super chat never showed up. You see that Ecuadorian win by KO? Yeah, bro. Carlos Gongora knocked out Ali Akhmedov. 12th round knockout. Real good fight, by the way. Fun fight throughout, competitive. Ali Akhmedov in the second round hurt Gongora. And at that point, it looked like he was going to knock him out. But yeah, I mean, Gongora, he rallied. He finished the fight real strong and he knocked him out in the 12th. Real good fight, man. Real good fight. Credit to Gongora. I wasn't expecting that. By the way, Golovkin is now in the ring. Real low-key ring walk. Or ring walk. Yeah, Golovkin looks in good shape, by the way. He looks real good. At the weigh-in, Golovkin looked incredibly... He looked the best I've seen him in a long time for this fight. Didn't look drawn, didn't look pale. He looked ripped. So I'm expecting Golovkin to smash this guy to pieces, to be honest. Szermerta, from what I've seen, is he's a capable boxer, does the basics well, but he's not particularly fast. He's not particularly he's not really that athletic. He's not that powerful. Doesn't really hit hard. So I think Golovkin's going to walk through this guy personally. But yeah, but the Akhmedov versus Gongares fight, real good fight, bro. Big up to Volts UK, by the way. Gennady Golovkin looks like he's been training in the Ingle gym. Yeah, he looks fucking ripped, bro. He looks ripped. Yo, bruv, UC, trust me, yeah? Trust me, bruv. When Caleb Plant fights David Benavidez, it's going to be a repeat of Miguel Cotto versus Antonio Margarito. Caleb Plant is going to be looking pretty early on. David Benavidez, that cokehead fucking pressure, he's going to wear him down, he's going to beat him down, and he's going to stop him down the stretch. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Benavidez is a real one. He's a cokehead, he's a degenerate, but he can fucking fight, mate. Trust me. Benavidez is the truth. Trust me, bruv. You got to trust me on this one. Listen, your picks have been fucking spot on recently, UC. But fucking Benavidez, yeah, I'll tell you right now, he is going to beat Caleb Plant. There's no doubt about it. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. 100%. I hope that fight happens, bro. Really do. Exactly. Big up to Spanish, by the way. Big up to Vestig as well. Canelo stops him. I don't think Canelo's going to stop Smith. I think it's going to be on points. I think Callum's pretty tough. He's durable. He's got a good chin. He'll tuck up. He'll cover up well. I just don't think he's going to offer enough back to really beat Canelo on points. You know, Canelo's got a granite chin. I don't think Callum's going to take enough risks to really force the issue, to be honest. You know, but oh shit, Felix Sturm is fighting. Yeah, I heard about that. Felix Sturm, fresh out of prison, by the way. Yeah, Felix Sturm is coming out of prison and he's fighting this weekend. So what he looks like, I've got no idea. Exactly, bro. Exactly, Crazy D3. Mess with Del Boy and Roman will show up to your house, laugh out loud. Bruv. Yeah, I'm high as a fucking kite right now. I've been fucking on. Listen, I got some fucking weed from some girl, yeah, and I don't know what she called it yet, but it's called fucking cookie something. But it's done me in, mate. It's proper done me in. It's called cookie something. I don't know what she said, but I wasn't interested in her. Yeah, I was interested in the weed, mate. Do you know what I mean? But Yeah, yeah, Big Dan. YouTube is terrible these days. It's absolutely awful. Like I've had live streams which have been totally demonetized, and I've had a couple that have been taken down. And those live streams were when I was talking about COVID and various things in society. I'm not sure whether you was here, but we was talking about COVID, various politicians, and whatever it may be. What we was talking about, and those live streams got taken down. So YouTube is like that these days. YouTube is like essentially BBC, ITV, Sky, CNN, Fox. It's a it's not for the independent creator anymore. But those days are long gone. You look at YouTube front pages, Jimmy Kimmel and all of these clowns. It's a mainstream source now. YouTube. It's not for us anymore. That's the reality. It's not for us anymore. So yeah, I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, big up to Spanish every single time. Big up to Spanish every single time. When it comes to boxing, I don't always agree with Spanish, but in regards to the world, the way it's going, listen, I agree with Spanish more times than not. So listen, man, Spanish is one of the top lads out here, man. He's not scared to pull it out there, So big up to Spanish every single time. Big Dan says Golovkin by first round knockout, I reckon. Yeah, right now, by the way, if anybody's interested, Golovkin is, the Kazakhstan national anthem is playing. Golovkin is looking stoic. He's looking calm. He's looking composed. He's looking ready for war. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is why I'm terrible at live commentaries. This is why I've never done it. I pay too much attention to the chat instead of fucking talking about the fight. Although the fight's not happened yet, so there we go. There we go. Yes, big up to AA Boxing and Blunts. He says Canelo and GGG win inside of a few rounds and rematches made. Yeah, it's interesting that these guys are fighting on the same fucking weekend, isn't it? It's pretty interesting. You would imagine that's the route they're going to go down. Mohammed Ahmad, Bruce Lee, Evening Dell, Gingers have a strong pain threshold. Fact, Canelo wins. Yeah, Gingers have to. They do have to go for a lot in life. They've got to withstand a lot of pain and torment. So yeah, that's a good point. Maybe that's why Canelo's chin is so good. Especially in Mexico where there's no fucking gingers. That's a good point, Mohammed. That's a very good point. Yeah, BG, bruv. I was shocked, 1 a.m. Well, nearly 2 a.m. 20 to 2 in the morning in the UK, but we're not used to this shit. This is like fucking 7 p.m. to us. It's nice to see. I ain't gonna lie. It's nice to see. Yo, BV. Golovkin is fighting in like 2 minutes, 1 minute. So if you want to see the fight on like fucking, crystal clear, go on Google, type in crack streams, like crack the drug, crack streams, type in crack streams, go on their website and you can find the fight. This is just a live commentary. It's not the full fight, Yo, BZ London, you know as well as I do, yeah. When that guy meets Cokehead Benavidez is gonna put hands on sweet hands. Trust me. And that nickname is fucking trash as well. Benavidez is gonna fuck him up. Trust me. Anyway, we're about to start this fight. First bell, go. Round 1. Szermerta, both guys are kind of looking at each other. Szermerta firing with a jab, not really landing. Golovkin's taking a little look. Not really doing much, Golovkin. But Szermerta, he's not looking overawed. Body language pretty good. Not, over exuberant or scatty or erratic. Szermerta looks pretty calm right now, to be honest. Just boxing behind the jab. Not landing too much, but he looks composed. Golovkin's starting to fire his jab now. Again, not too much getting through, to be honest, from either guy. Both guys fall into a clinch. Golovkin looking for that right hand over the top. Szermerta firing the jab. Again, not too much getting through from either guy right now. But Szermerta doesn't look overruled right now. Good jab by Golovkin there. Another good jab by Golovkin. Nice little kind of overhand right hook by Golovkin. Golovkin's starting to warm up a little bit. Up his punch output. I do like the fact that Szermerta's not overawed. He's not looking like shook. But the problem with Szermerta is that he's got no power. That's the problem. Szermerta tries with a right hand there. Doesn't really land, but Golovkin tries with a right hand himself. Pretty close round, but I'd say Golovkin's in charge, to be honest. About 30 seconds left. Nice right hand by Golovkin. Pretty circumspect first round, as you would expect. Yeah, Golovkin's. It looks like Golovkin's just seeing what's in front of him. Good right uppercut by Golovkin. It's right. It was a right uppercut to the body by Golovkin. Oh, left hook by Golovkin. Szermerta down. Beautiful shot. Right on the bell. Right before the bell. Sorry. Szermerta down. 10-8 round Golovkin. Beautiful shot by Golovkin. Come out of nowhere. Again, that's the difference in power, explosiveness, experience. Szermerta wasn't looking out of place in there. He was losing the round, don't get me wrong, but just walked onto a left hook and he hit the deck. That's the difference in power, that's the difference in quality. But yeah, 10-8 round Golovkin, left hook by Golovkin, first round, knocks down Szermerta. Really good shot, by the way. He slips the jab of Szermerta, just comes up with a left hook, standard stuff, and he drops Szermerta. Good stuff by Golovkin, round one. I don't know, bro. You see, bruv, trust me. I see something in that guy. Yeah, I see something in that guy. But yeah, Szermerta down in round one, left hook knockdown by Golovkin. Szermerta trying to come back a little bit strong in round two, trying to throw a few punches. Not too much getting through. Szermerta being more active with the jab, but not too much getting through. Golovkin's catching a lot of this on the gloves. A couple are getting through, but not too much. Golovkin doesn't look out of first gear yet, to be honest with you guys. Whereas Szermerta is, fighting to the best of his abilities. It kind of looks like Golovkin is just warming up, and when he goes through the gears, he's going to knock this guy out, to be honest. But again, Szermerta getting active with the jab, lands a couple of good shots there. Oh, good right hand by Golovkin. Yeah, you can tell the difference in power immediately between these guys. When Szermerta loads up, it has no effect whatsoever. When Golovkin even half loads up, it has an effect on Szermerta. There's a big difference in power here, as we knew going into this fight, and it's evident on what we're seeing tonight. But Szermerta's not overawed. I'll say that he's trying his best. He's doing what he can. He's firing the jab. He's trying to be active, but the quality of shot is coming from Golovkin. Golovkin's got nothing to worry about here at all. Well, Szermerta's hit the canvas. I'm not sure what happened there. It's a knockdown. I didn't see a punch there. Maybe I'm just fucking blinded. I'm high as fuck. I'm drunk as fuck, but I didn't see a punch. But yeah, Szermerta down again in the second round. Szermerta has heart. He's got courage, but he doesn't belong in there with Golovkin. He's not seeing the final bell as you guys all expect. Oh, lovely uppercut by Golovkin. Beautiful shot there. Beautiful jab by Golovkin. Overhand right, stuns him. Yeah, this is a matter of time, lads. I want to see what happened in this second round because Szermerta went down, but I didn't catch it. It looked like a listen. I didn't see the punch land, but he hit the deck. So yeah, Golovkin's well in charge of this, as we expect. Yeah, exactly, bro. No such thing as free speech, bro. No such thing at all, James. No such thing. Yeah, broadcast yourself is a thing of the past. I've had 3 video removals and a full strike in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a joke, bro. It's a joke. I've had a few live streams removed when we've kind of deviated from boxing. We've talked about other stuff. And I've had, in the last maybe 2 months, I've only had like 2 live streams removed, but it goes to show I'm a small channel and I'm getting videos removed. Do you know what I mean? So that's YouTube for you. Listen, I appreciate Szermerta's heart. He's not really discouraged, but he's got nothing for Gennady Golovkin. He's firing away with a jab, but he's not really doing much else. He's not doing anything to offset Golovkin. There's no power there. There's no strength there. He's the smaller man. There's no lateral movement. He's actually moving into Golovkin's power hand, which is the right hand. Yeah, Szermerta, he's tough, he's brave, but he's not really. He doesn't belong in there. He doesn't belong. It is what it is. Golovkin needs to get this guy out of there, ASAP, really, to be honest. Nice right hand by Golovkin. I think it was partially blocked, but good attempt. Nice jab by Szermerta. Szermerta trying to box from range with a jab of Golovkin right hand. It feels like Golovkin is fighting this fight in just first gear. Szermerta firing away with a jab. Golovkin covers up, catches most of it on the gloves. Breaking the action. Nice right hand by Szermerta. Decent shot. Nice jab by Golovkin. Nice right hand by Golovkin. Nice jab by Golovkin again. Uppercut by Golovkin. Oh. Golovkin's starting to unload now. He's mixing the jab, the uppercut, the left hook. Nice right to the body by Golovkin. I think it hurt him. Left hook to the body as well. Szermerta takes a deep breath, goes in for the clinch. Listen, Szermerta's fighting bravely, but there's no power, there's no strength, there's no speed, there's no lateral movement. He doesn't have enough to offset Golovkin right now. He's being brave. He's doing what he can do, but right hand by Golovkin, left hook to the body by Golovkin. Round 3, another Golovkin round. Golovkin's well in control here. He needs to knock this guy out. Adam UK Del Boy, I'll go to Crash Ashfaq's boxing gym, who was on the AJ undercard. Yeah, he got the knockout this weekend against Ashley Lane. Crash Ashfaq. So fair play to him. Fair play to him. He kind of ruined my accumulator this weekend, Ashfaq. I put Ashfaq on points, but he won by knockout. I'm well behind, I'm well behind. Sorry, lads. I'm going to fucking move a few up. I'm going to go through a few comments here. Sorry, lads. Exactly, bro. The reason is... Sorry, this is the reason Jake Paul and YouTube boxers make fucking money. Exactly, bro. Yeah, BG London. Every single boxing fan's hating on Jake Paul right now, but... Yo, listen, if boxing was where it should be, we was getting the fights that we deserve, this whole fucking Jake Paul, KSI, Logan Paul, all this shit wouldn't fucking exist. There's a gap in the market because we're not getting the fights we need, that we desire, that we want. As a result, these fucking charlatans are fucking jumping in and taking the advantage of it. And you can't blame them. You can't blame them. You know, and by the way, Jake Paul can fight a little bit as well. Compared to the average man on the street, Jake Paul can fight, trust me. He can fight. I've seen people at the gym who Jake Paul would knock out. He ain't no fucking scrub. I wouldn't want to fight Jake Paul. I'm a smaller guy than Jake Paul in terms of weight anyway. I wouldn't want to fight Jake Paul. And I've trained for I've not had an amateur fight, but I've trained for an amateur fight. That shit fell through, but I wouldn't want to fight Jake Paul. The guy can punch a bit, mate. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm fucking Gennady Golovkin or fucking Mike Tyson. I've sparred a lot, but yeah, it's a lot different. Jake Paul can fight a little bit. Fair play to him, what he's doing. Yeah, not too much happening in round 4. I say that, but I've not really been paying attention. See, this is why I'm terrible at fucking live commentaries. I'm talking to you lot, and I'm getting fucking... I'm getting distracted. But yeah, Golovkin's still on the front foot. He's marauding forwards. Szermerta firing the jab, firing the right hand, but there's no power on these shots. It's like Paulie Malignaggi type shit, you know. He's scoring at times, but left hook by Golovkin in the clinch. Down goes Szermerta for the 3rd time in 4 rounds. There's a beautiful short left hook in the clinch by Golovkin. And to get power from that sort of position is extremely hard. Golovkin follows up again. Right hand over the top. Right hand to the body. Yeah, when Golovkin touches this guy, there's an obvious effect, man. Oh, left hook to the body by Golovkin. That's a beautiful shot, man. It's a beautiful head movement by Golovkin. Golovkin's pissing this fight, honestly. He's had harder sparring going into this fight. Dominating this fight. Beautiful right hand by Golovkin. Round Szermerta's guard. Again, Szermerta, brave. He's valiant. He's showing heart, but there's really not much else. There's no power. There's no speed. There's no glaring boxing ability. You know, he's getting smacked up here. He's getting smacked up. Exactly, Big Dan. Yeah, Szermerta is getting mashed up here. He's getting mashed up. The 90s, he says YouTube are getting twitchy because of the vaccines. Sorry, YouTube are getting twitchy because of the vaccines that are being given out. So they are targeting all of the channels with strikes. Yeah, maybe, bro. Maybe. Listen, I could make a video about that, about this whole COVID shit, but I thought about it on this channel, but it's probably not the channel to do it on. I need to do my second channel, basically. That's the point. I need to do my second channel. But round 5 has started. Golovkin opens up with a left uppercut. He misses, but he scores a right hand to the body. Szermerta tries to lead with a jab. Not too much that's effective from Szermerta. Oh, right hand by Golovkin. See, Szermerta, he'll work up close. He'll throw a few shots here and there, but it's not even worth commentating on because they have no effect whatsoever. That's a half-decent right hand by Szermerta. But he's just not got the power. You can see, like, when you look at both men, like Szermerta, when you look at his face, when you look at his body, you can tell he's taken the punishment. Nice overhand right by Golovkin. Left hook by Golovkin. I think it was partially blocked. Oh. Yeah, one thing you can't say, Szermerta certainly doesn't lack heart. He's got some bottle. As most Polish fighters do, to be honest, but he's taken some stick here. And he's not having much success himself. I'll tell you what, if Szermerta was... He's not a bad technical fighter. He does like the basics well. He covers up well. He's got a decent high guard. He's got a decent jab, decent straight right hand. But there's not much else with Szermerta. There's really not. But I have to say, listen, Golovkin is dominating this fight. He's dominating. But is it the Golovkin from 2014, 2015, 2016? No, it's not. The lead hand control is not what it used to be. His footwork is not what it used to be, and overall, his reactions aren't what they used to be. Golovkin used to use it. He used to use a technique which is called shifting. As you would apply pressure, you would throw punches as you was moving forward. It's kind of hard to explain, but as you would take a step forward, you would throw a punch, and as you took another step forward, you would throw another punch. Golovkin doesn't use that shifting technique as much these days when he comes to attacking his opponents. And yeah, Golovkin is definitely he's definitely deteriorating as a fighter. There's no doubt about it, and I can see it in this fight. He's dominating. Don't get me wrong. He's not lost a round, but he's not as receptive. He's not as quick. He's not as snappy with his punches. Just not the same fighter. He's still very good. He'll still give someone like Billy Joe a tough fight, or Demetrius Andrade. He'll give these guys a tough fight, but he's not the guy he once was, Gennady Golovkin. I can see that in this fight. Because Szermerta, while he's tough, he's not great. He really isn't. The 90s, Adelaide Bird has Szermerta 3 rounds up. Yeah, UC Productions, sorry, big up to Spanish. But you're right, bro. So Kamil Szermerta, he never won like an IBF eliminator to get this fight. So it is a joke, bro. It is a joke. How this guy got this shot, your guess is as good as mine, bro. But and again, once again, I am fucking out my fucking tree right now. I'm pissed up. I'm high as fuck. So I do apologize for a terrible commentary. But yeah, Golovkin's leading with a jab, active with a lead hand. Szermerta not really doing too much right now, to be honest. He's firing out a weak jab, but nothing's landing. Golovkin left hand to the body. Tried to go for the left uppercut, which didn't land. Golovkin's got to get this guy out of here, bro. Honestly. Nice uppercut by Szermerta. What I can say is this, yeah. Golovkin from a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, Szermerta would be... He would be fucking... He'd be in his dressing room right now. He wouldn't have gone this far. Oh, that's a beautiful uppercut by Golovkin. Beautiful right uppercut. I'll tell you what, Szermerta's got a decent chin. Because he's been dropped 3 times. He's taken some hard shots, but a prime Golovkin would have finished this guy, man. He would have finished him. I'll tell you what. If I was like managing Golovkin, if I was maneuvering his career, he's 39 years old. He's gonna win this fight, but if I was managing Golovkin, I'd say, do you know what? Have a look at Billy Joe Saunders. He's beatable. He's not a super middleweight. He doesn't take the sport seriously. I would take that fight with Billy Joe Saunders, and regardless of a result, I would retire. You know, that's what I would do. That's what I would advise Golovkin at this point. Because to me, yeah, he's winning this fight every single round. He's landing the better shots. He's more active, you know. But to me, he's not the same guy he once was. You know, he's been weighted out by a lot of these fighters, including Canelo. It is what it is, man. You know, Sergio Martinez ducked him. Darren Barker ducked him. All of these guys, Felix Sturm, these guys, man, they ducked him or waited him out. It is what it is, man. But Golovkin's actually teeing off in this round. Szermerta looks kind of hurt. He landed a couple of right hands, a good left hook as well. And Szermerta looks hurt. But he gets through the round. Szermerta's tough, by the way. He's tough. Yo, BG London, I don't think Golovkin's carrying this guy at all. I just think Golovkin is past his best, bro. He's past his best. You know? Just not what he was. Doesn't have that same intensity that he used to have. Not the same fighter. Not the same fighter. And I think with guys like Gennady Golovkin, Guillermo Rigondeaux, I think it's a travesty that these guys never got to fight the elite guys in their prime. That's the travesty as far as I'm concerned. But it is what it is, man. That's boxing, you know. It's not a regulated sport. Because there's no way anybody can. That's a good right hand by Golovkin. I'll tell you what, Szermerta has some heart. Golovkin's trying to open up, but Szermerta's covering up well. Yeah, Szermerta can definitely handle himself. He can definitely handle himself. Some nice shots by Szermerta. Left hook to the body, left hand to the head. Nice uppercut by Szermerta on the inside. Some pity pat shots by Szermerta as well. He's landed a couple of good shots there, Szermerta. Fair play to him. Nice jab by Szermerta as well. He caught the upper. Oh, down goes Szermerta. A jab knocked down Szermerta in round 7. That's a 4th knockdown in round 7. Golovkin needs to get this guy out of here, man. Oh, that's a beautiful jab by Golovkin. I'll tell you what, Szermerta actually started round 7 pretty well, to be honest. That he got fucking put on his ass by a jab. You can tell this is Szermerta's big moment. He's not gonna lie down. He's got a set of bollocks on him. He's not no punk. He ain't no pussy or Szermerta trying to throw back, but again, there's nothing on these shots at all by Szermerta. There's nothing wrong with Szermerta's chin, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, he's been dropped, but his recovery's real good. He's taken some hard shots. Yeah, exactly, Camden. He's taken some real good shots. Some real good shots, man. It's Sonny Donnelly, copping 09. I forgot about that guy. Some nice jabs by Golovkin there. Snapping the head back. Yeah, listen, bro. Listen, we can all say that Szermerta doesn't really belong here in terms of class, which is true. But in terms of heart, listen, the guy's shown a lot of bottle tonight. I'll give him credit. He's shown a lot of bottle. He's not pussied out. A lot of fighters would have pussied out by now. But he's taken a fucking shellacking. And he's still there. So fair play to Szermerta. Listen, I can't question his heart or his determination or his hunger or his bravery. I can't question that. But his quality, listen, man, I can confidently tell you this guy gives no top 10 middleweight a problem in the world in terms of quality. He's got heart, but not really much else. The referee waves it off. At the end of the 7th round. I think it was the 7th round anyway. The referee he saw enough. He realised that Szermerta wasn't going to knock out Golovkin. He wasn't going to outpoint Golovkin. And he saw enough. In between rounds. You know? So there we go. Gennady Golovkin wins the fight by I think it was a 7th round knockout. Again, I'm high as fuck. I'm drunk as fuck. So don't get too gassed up. But yeah, it was a dominant performance by Golovkin, but a workmanlike performance at the same time. Szermerta just never belonged in the same ring as Gennady Golovkin. It was that simple. It was that simple. And we realised that before this fight, right? We knew that, but yeah, it was the fight we expected, to be honest. The fight we expected. But fair play to Szermerta. He showed heart. He showed a pretty good chin. And Gennady Golovkin, he retained his IBF middleweight title by, I think, a 7th round knockout. So there we go. There we go. Yeah, I know what you mean, UC. He's been on the slide for a little while, bro. He's been on the slide for a little while. Like I said, bro, if I was Gennady Golovkin, well, if I was managing Gennady Golovkin, I would say, do you know what? Fight Billy Joe Saunders, 168, try and become a 2-weight world champion, regardless of a result. If you win, you lose, whatever. Regardless of result, take that fight with Billy Joe, 168, and retire. But, Golovkin won the fight. He dominated the fight. It was the fight we expected, basically, The fight we expected. It was what it was, man. It was what it was. And it isn't what it isn't. Yeah, to me, yeah, to me, Gennady Golovkin, I'm not going to call him a shot fighter because, listen, bruv, a shot fighter is where you cannot compete at world class level anymore. I think Golovkin can still compete at world class level, but can he beat certain guys right now? I don't think so. There's certain guys I don't think he can beat, to be honest, or that he would struggle with. So he's certainly a fighter well on the slide. That much is certain. But yeah, he wins this fight. He beats Kamil Szermerta. He got the job done. Numerous knockdowns. You know, he basically won every single round. But to me, man, Golovkin's not the guy he once was. And the sad thing is, for me, we never really got to see the best of Gennady Golovkin. I think that's a sad thing. Same with Guillermo Rigondeaux. We got to see Rigondeaux at his best on one night against Donaire. Golovkin never really got that night in his prime, as far as I'm concerned. But there we go. That's boxing, you know. This is a political sport. It's not about who's the best. It's not about all that nonsense. It's about who draws what. You know, the numbers, blah 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 blah. But there we go. It is what it is. But yeah, fair play to Golovkin, fair play to Szermerta. They did what they could do in there. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, guys, listen, boys. I'm gonna wrap this one. By the way, CompuBox total punches. Gennady Golovkin 228 punches for Gennady Golovkin, 59 for Kamil Szermerta. Golovkin actually showed a pretty good defense in this fight, according to CompuBox at least. But yeah, Golovkin landed all of the hard blows. He landed the more shots. He dominated the fight. So it was what it was, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this one up. You know. Yeah, hang on. Yo, you see, are people saying that Gennady Golovkin looked great tonight? Because me personally, yeah, I'm high as fuck. I'm drunk as fuck, yeah. But to me, listen, if that same guy fought Gennady Golovkin in 2012, 2013, 2014, he would have been smoked like a bag of weed in 3 or 4 rounds. It's not the same Gennady Golovkin. It's that simple. Especially, you can see it in his feet a lot as well. His forward momentum. He's not the same guy. He doesn't apply that same sort of pressure. You know, doesn't cut the ring off in that claustrophobic way. He's not the same fighter anymore. He's still good. Don't get me wrong. He's not a shot fighter, but he's just past his best. That's what I see. That's how I see Gennady Golovkin right now. PG London. He's putting on his pajamas now. Angry, laugh out loud. Yeah, bruv. Listen, I know this was last minute, but I thought I'd do a little shit live stream for this fight. You know, I've got a couple more beers to get through, by the way, and I've got a little bit more weed to get through. So, what time are we right now? We're 2:16 a.m. in the a.m. Can we do it? We might do. We might stay up a couple more hours. Do I do a post-fight review for this fight? Listen, bruv, I've forgotten what's happened already. I forgot what rounds the knockdowns happened in and all that shit. So I don't know, bruv. I don't know. Mr. Patrick Curtis. Big up to Mr. Patrick Curtis. Lisa Ann or Ava Adams. I'd go Lisa Ann, you know. I'd go Lisa Ann. Just because I'm more familiar with her. Exactly, you see. That's the best way I could say it. Yeah, he's good by regular standards still, but he is the great Golovkin, so it's hard to see him become just another world level guy. Yeah, exactly, bro. See, do you know what? If you chuck him in there with Demetrius Andrade or fucking Billy Joe, I think he'll give a competitive fight. Regardless of the result, it'll be competitive, but when you're looking at guys like Canelo, for example, I don't want to see that third fight. We know what's going to happen there. Canelo's going to beat the brakes off him. It is what it is, man. See, that's a fucked up. That's boxing is kind of fucked up in a sense, man. Because this guy, yeah, to me, this guy's prime, absolute prime, was kind of 2012 to like 2015. That was his absolute prime. Because I saw this guy from like when he was on Box Nation. This was like 2011, and nobody was talking about him. And this guy was just smoking kids, man. I know these guys weren't great, but this guy, man, was smoking kids, man. Shifting, coming forwards, counter punching on the front foot. This guy was fucking kids up, but he made it big in America too late, as far as I'm concerned. Far too late. And do you know what? Yeah, if I was one of these Eastern European fighters or Cuban fighters, not necessarily Cuban, but Eastern European fighters, if I won a world title, yeah, I'd say fuck America. You're gonna come to Eastern Europe and fight me. Do you know what I mean? Fuck that shit, man. But it is what it is, man. If you're not American, you're not British, you're not going to get a fair shake. If you're not from the West, you're not going to get a fair shake. It's that simple. Like there's so many fighters, yeah, like from Eastern Europe or Cuba, fucking wherever it may be. Gennady, Golovkin, Kovalev. None of these guys have got a fair shake, as far as I'm concerned. There we go. It is what it is. That's boxing, isn't it? It's a business, as they say. Yeah, exactly, bro. But again, BG, that's the IBF. Yes, big up to Patrick Curtis, man. Big up, man. Big up. Golovkin should have gone to Adam Booth when he had the chance. Adam Booth would have had him fucking, one punch at a time, being explosive. Fucking hell. Adam Booth. I'll tell you what, though. Oh, look at Eddie Hearn. Oh, listen, bro. I can't listen to this guy, man. I can't listen to this guy. Always A+. Fucking Eddie Hearn, man. Go to Adam Booth. I'll tell you what, though. One guy who I wouldn't say is necessarily a bad fit for Adam Booth would be, what's his face? Anthony Yard. I don't think that's a bad fit for Adam Booth, to be honest. Because Tunde is not cutting the mustard right now. He's not. Matchroom Casual, go to Billy Nelson. Yeah. Billy Nelson with Martin Bacole. The WhatsApp fucking beast, Martin Bacole. Mr. Martin Bacole. Oh, I share child porn on my fucking Twitter. By the way, lads, did I mention I'm high as fuck? So I do apologise. I don't feel that high, though. I feel more drunk than high. I can't lie. But anyway, lads, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. It's been a laugh. I ain't going to lie. It's been a laugh. I might do a few more of these, but yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I might take this one fucking off the channel once it's done, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Been your guy Delboy, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. By the way, shout out to UCTV, by the way, or UC Productions. Check out his channel, real good stuff. But yeah, man, boys, peace.